What up, YouTube? Back on the 63 Impala. We've been on the Impala for a while. Haven't made a video in a while, but we've been on the Impala. But yeah, got the motor in there, transmission, frame, all that. Got the wheel wells painted, whole bunch of little small stuff, you know. But just making a street car right here, you know. So we won't give a lot of updates because show car stuff happening over here. We said that from the beginning though, but yep, got the motor, trans in there. We're still working on the wiring harness. It's about done though. Just need to put the fuse box on it and tie everything together. The battery and everything. Got the battery rack in there, everything, and yep, doing the thing on the 63 Impala. All the bracketry in there. Still waiting on some parts for the steering. Got a brand new steering column for it. I'm probably gonna do a video on that. The Flaming River steering column. Probably do a video on that, but I'm waiting on the other U joint to come in before I can do anything with that. But yep, scratching a lot of stuff up here. It's okay, we just touch it up, but just trying to really fit everything together. It fit together before it was taken apart, and now it don't want to fit it back together, but I don't know if that's typical or not. Like I say, this is my first car. I ever took out the frame. To me, it seemed like that fender right there is going out this way, but it won't go in no more that way. So, anybody got any tips or anything on that, it'd be greatly appreciated. I don't know if the car need to be pulled or what is really going on. As you can see, like, it's not lining up at all. It looks like it's pushing out this way, like that. So, yeah, we got everything in there. Got the hinges back together, painted. These guys right here, man, goodness, real bad to put on, but got them on. Scratched some paint doing it, but oh well. Touch that up too. Well, yeah, YouTube, this where we at with the 63 Impala. Same thing, we ain't gave up yet, so we'll keep going on it. Junkie Garage, but as I say always, we'll have it running next week. But yeah, try to make more videos of it, doing small stuff. I just really able to get at it like 2 hours a day after I'm done doing whatever I'm doing for the day. I'm only able to really get at this car about 2 hours a day. This is my little retreat right here, my man cave, where I come out here and do what I do, basically. But yeah, wind down for the day type of stuff, you know. But yeah, stay tuned, YouTube. Still coming along slowly, but for sure, surely. Yeah, that's 10 times. Slowly, but for sure, surely, coming along with this car. We're gonna save this girl right here, and that's what it's gonna be. I've been working on the wiring harness on it. As you can see, I just need to put the shield back on it, or whatever you call it, the wiring harness loom. To put that back on it. But one problem I'm having with this Impala right here, and a lot of people have with that Impala, is when you're doing the LS swap, this coil pack hits the brake booster. And I read on the forum that if you got a 7-inch brake booster, it shouldn't hit. This is a 7-inch and it hits. So they do have a coil bracket you can buy that lifts this one up or whatever, but for $125 just for one side, I'll make something to move it over before I give somebody $125. And that's just compared to, I could get 2 aftermarket coil pack brackets for like $40 shipped, billet. So what makes one $125 is beyond me. But yeah, I'm not paying for that, so we're gonna fab up some kind of bracket to move this coil pack just maybe over closer to this one. just a sensor right there, O2 sensor. But yeah, gonna move this one over. It's a little bit closer to here so that it clears that bracket. I mean that brake booster right there, and even right there, I mean we got a bunch of room right in between here, so got a bunch of room. But just move it over just a little bit and then mount it again, just like that, and shouldn't have any problems out of it. But yeah, it's dirty right now. The whole car right here, it'll gleam up a little bit when we wash it. But yeah, YouTube, this is where we at with it. Trying to get this car running, starting. Like I said, it's gonna be it's more than likely gonna be just a street car, man, a show car. And I'm happening with it, man. I'm scratching up way too much stuff for it to be a show car. But I'm gonna touch all that up, and surprisingly, another thing I want to tell y'all, man, like all this stuff right here I painted, I was shocked too. But I'll show you the paint I used. Just good old-fashioned Rust-Oleum. They make real good products, man. People been in business for like 100 years. They must know what they're doing. So, make real good products. It might not last that long. I don't know. I primed it all first and everything. So, we'll see how they go. But it's got a coat on it. It's clean. It ain't rusty no more. So, at this point, man, I'm just like really trying to get everything going to the direction of driving this thing. You know, I got the interior already, I got the top, all that. So, you know, after this gets taken care of right here, then we'll move on to paint. And from the paint, the interior and the top, not gonna, I mean, that's maybe 2 weekends to get those two together, you know, and that's pretty straightforward. And I've been collecting parts the whole time as well. So my goal is, like, when I go to put the interior in, all that, I want to have all the parts just ready to go, because that's a lot of what holds up the project. Is you waiting on parts, or you don't have the money to buy the parts, or you know, whatever situation you might find yourself in where you don't have the part to do it. It's like that's what saves up. That's what holds up the progress to the project, man. It's just not having the parts, and people you do buy the parts from, you know, they stall and that sort of thing with shipping your stuff, and you buy wrong parts sometimes, even though you're getting a good deal on online stuff. Sometimes you buy the wrong parts, and just like a lot of this stuff, you're just making it happen, like making it up. Like this engine didn't come in this car, so you don't want to be in this car. You know, it wasn't made for this car, so you got to make it fit in this car. And, you know, like, even if you watch a video of somebody else put the same motor in their car, for some reason, it don't always work for your car, you know. So it's always something little, and the little stuff take more time than the big stuff for some reason. But it's always something little that hinder you, you know, from getting stuff complete, you know, just where you could just say it's completed, it's done, you know. So we're still moving along with it, a little bit at a time, you know. And that's where we at, YouTube. And like I said, I'm gonna keep trying to make some more videos, for it. You know, a lot of people be asking me about it and stuff, friends and family and people on YouTube and just people online and all type of stuff. Thought I gave up, but I ain't gave up yet, y'all. I'm still in the game, but yeah, it just take time, I guess. So we nearing the finish line. I probably say that every video, but people who done built cars already know, man. Like, you know, once you get to a certain point, you know what you done planned ahead and how fast, like, paint and body work will go and stuff like that. I mean, if I can get a good painter, or if I had to do it myself, you know, I just don't see that going more than a couple months. Whereas I've been on this frame, man. I was on this frame for like 6 months, like getting just the frame done on it, you know. And I did everything the manual way. I stripped everything by hand, and you it's just a lesson that you learn, I guess. That I bought this little glass cabinet right here. I've been doing a lot of smaller parts in it, and I've definitely learned the difference between sandblasting it and like hand stripping stuff. Like, this is probably the best thing ever built for that sort of thing. I can put a part in there and just blast it in like 2 minutes and it's ready to paint. Versus if I have to soak it in something, there may be 2 or 3 days before that part is even ready. And then I got to keep going in with a wire brush, and it's just real labor intensive. It's cheap, definitely cheap, but it's real labor intensive to get those little parts, and it'll wear you out, and it'll demotivate you. As far as you're spending that much time on one part to save like $2 or $3 or something, man. So that was a real good catch. Well, the real good score was this glass cabinet right here that I got, where I can put stuff in there, man, and as long as it'll fit in there, I can blast something in like 2 or 3 minutes, man. Brackets, little small stuff. I'm only running it off this 33-gallon compressor, and I don't know if that's big enough to spray a car with, but I was thinking about upgrading my compressor, so yeah, probably upgrade my compressor if I end up spraying it. May upgrade my compressor, but other than that, man, it's just back on this '63 Impala, moving forward, and everything on the inside coming along like it's coming along. Got my seat in there, just resting, and a lot of other stuff. To get through with that engine, though, I'll be able to clean all this out and then see where we at with this. Probably want to wrap the floor with some sound deadener or something, and then once it's painted or whatever, to put the interior in, it's not gonna be anything, dude. That's not gonna be anything to do. I got a kit from Ciadella, so should go right in. I got a top already, and some of my bigger parts, man, I'm thinking about just finding a local sandblast shop, like those seat frames over there. Seat springs, I don't know if you can see them, but seat springs, a couple body parts over there, and then the springs for this seat right here. Interesting story about behind this seat is this is a brand new Impala seat. The guy I bought it from in Iowa, when his father bought his car back in the 60s, he wanted bucket seats. So they bought the car new, they ripped these seats out, and they replaced them with buckets. And they had a body shop, and they still do have the body shop in Iowa, and they took these seats right here and put them in the attic or the overhang or crawl space, whatever you want to call it. They put them in that. They put them up there, and they set up there for like 40, 50 years. A brand new seat. I think I paid like $200 for it, but I done messed the cover up on them, whatever, drag them around or whatever. They probably clean up nice if I did clean them up or whatever, but that's not going to be the interior color or the seats on. But this is a brand new seat right here, never, no use on it at all. I think I gave this guy like $200 for it. Yeah, looked brand new when I got it. No rust on the frame, none of that. Probably still get it sandblasted and painted because it's a little surface rust just from over time, and the spiders got in there and made a whole population out the fur in there, and I don't know. I just check the condition once I flip it over and take the cover off and see what it may need. But it's a brand new seat. Real good score on that. I had another guy had this is the parts I regret buying when I first got this car. But there was another guy, he had a bumper guard for here. And those things, like, needing re-chromed, go for like $300. And he had one that was, he had re-chromed it and everything. He wanted like $200 for it, not even buy it. But now those things through the roof, like just the bumper guard where it's got the bumpers on it attached to the bumper, that attaches to the bumper, and it's a guard that goes over there. You can find an OG one, man. They like 350, 500 needing rechroming, and this guy had one rechrome, and he only wanted like $200 for it, and I passed it up. Yeah, big mistake. Then also I found a guy. He had a convertible back seat. I went to buy the piston covers from him, which are the rear armrest for it or whatever. And he had the seat too, and I didn't know how rare the seat was. Which I'm gonna have to cut those seats down over there to make them fit in here, because there's a difference between the hard top seats, convertible seats. But he wanted like $200 for that seat. Them seats go for $1,200 now. I didn't even buy that seat, man. So that's another regret I had with this car. Just like parts I had seen and didn't buy. It was dirt cheap, and yeah. So all right, YouTube. So that's where we at with the '63 Impala. Be back in a minute. Peace.